And so we return to what could be our final match of the WEC LAN Finals, brought to you by Beyond the Summit. I'm LD, and I'm joined here by Winter as well as Gods as we get ready for our Game 2 in the final set. EG were able to take the first set today, and Cloud9 having a one-set advantage. Well, it goes 1-1, and then we come to this deciding set. But now, the draft looks a bit different this time around, with the first pick hero still the same, 20 or so heroes, pretty much the sole focus of these teams. The Bone7 Prophet comes out. The Void is also picked up there as well, and are we going to see the Eternal Envy Void this game? I'm wondering. Well, we'll find out soon, but well, for more answers and insight into the draft, Gods, Winter, welcome aboard, guys. Oh. Welcome aboard. Hello. Do I just not have any co-casters? Solo cast time. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think somehow I dropped them on the call. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're bringing Gods and Winter in now. Hopefully they're not AFK. Let's see if they pick up the phone. Seems Skype has been acting up. But yeah, anyway, Evil Geniuses will ban out some supports now. They don't want to see that Chronosphere, Scarith Mage combo. Ancient Apparition, another great support to combo with the Sphere. So really, it's all about the Faceless Void here in these bans for EG now. And Cloud9 will ban out the Tuskar. Something that EG showed on day one, and I think it must have been more effective in scrims, because it's something Cloud9 appear to be a little bit afraid of. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello. Sorry, I was on Skype and I didn't get the call, but I'm back now.
No, I was like, hey, are you guys here? And then I realized that the call had been ended. So.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I was waiting for a new call for ages, and I was like, okay, I guess LD will call me. And I was watching the stream for a bit, and yeah. So,
please no Flame Arena.
No. Interesting draft so far. The fact EG are first picking the Jakiro obviously shows it's not. I mean, they're not going to go straight to like something like the Universe Void. Sure, it can win them games, but they don't want to cripple their draft too early on by instantly picking it, especially when I think it's partly because they're on the Radiant side as well. They also pick different heroes.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
They want to push more, so having the Jakiro is very helpful for that. And Jakiro plus Naga Siren opening means you also have that sort of setup for the Jakiro Ice Path in the team fights. And
you also have flexibility, because if they want to run the RTZ Naga mid, they can, but they've shown that they also like this Zai support Naga in the dual lanes.
Yeah, the Nagas are, I mean, I guess they know the hero inside out so much that when to utilize him as a support, when to utilize him as a carry, like, no matter the case or the scenario, Naga Siren Song would be a super good counter for the Chronosphere.
Yeah. The Jakiro is also very flexible. Like Jakiro they put on Universe in the off lane, they run as a support. For Cloud9, they really kept guessing as to what kind of lanes and strategy EG will be running. I mean, they kind of know EG want to push, but beyond that, as far as the laning stuff goes, they're pretty uninformed.
Yeah, the last time we saw this, Winter, you and I were casting, there was a Pugna last pick, which really caught their opponents off guard. But Cloud9 should know that that's a possibility, having seen it in a previous draft in another match. So
yeah,
it's still an option.
Be really careful what they pick off later, because having a Void means that you are not going to be that strong of pushing lanes and fighting early. If you go for another farm-orientated hero, it's gonna be expected from EG that they might just switch on the Pugna and the Naga, like go some support with the Jakiro dual lane, and they will just shut your lanes down and push the towers very, very quickly. Yeah,
I do want to mention with AUI 2000 Shaman that he generally is a very unusual build, and I don't know if we'll see it this game, but we see the Chinese support players, they always go like Arcane Blink, but AUI loves to just rush and eggs.
You mean item build? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when he always like, you just imagine he's playing the Shaman, just like the Visage we saw last game. He's always alone off on his own island, pushing the lanes and doing his stuff. Like, you don't need the blink for that. You just need an axe so that when your team is doing some small skirmish somewhere and you have an axe ultimate, you're gonna deal as much damage as possible to the towers.
Well, the Enigma for EG. We've seen this before, and it normally ends pretty well for them.
Movie before, Song of the Siren, Black Hole, Ice Path, and everything on it.
Yeah, that's true. There's no Tidehunter yet, but it's still out there.
10 seconds.
The scary thing is you've got like the team fight of all team fights, but you've also got like great pushing power, great like greedy farmers as well. Like you've got the late game Nagas. Well, like Nagas are not the best late game carry, but great for just kind of splitting the map and getting the farm up in incredible time. So you have a scariest team fight possible, pretty much, and then you have everything else that the lineup brings as well.
And I'm actually I'm a little concerned for Cloud9 just because these lanes are not looking
They
super
need the
strong.
Grand Magus. The Grand Magus. A lot of nice stuff to steal now.
Yeah, the Black Hole is fantastic. Naga Song, great. All of Jakiro's spells pretty useful. I would agree with you there, Winter.
I've never seen Pilot play much Rubik.
No, they won't do it. They'll go for Avenge, but I do like this pick. They needed someone who's a little bit scarier in the lanes and offers some killing potential because I just feel like EG, if they want to be aggressive, definitely have that option. And
Yeah,
they get
the
another
Venge is
answer
also-
for Black Hole with this.
The Venge is also really good for the dire side advantage compared to Rubik.
That's
This
true.
hero provides another form of damage and minus armor for the Roshan. The aura is good for the boy when he's trying to get kills in the chronosphere.
They don't really have great synergy with Chrono though. Like there's not too much to follow it up right now.
It's decent though with the minus the wave of terror, then you have the Prophet ultimate, and in some situations the Shaman ward can be used to deal damage outside of the
And it
chronosphere, and there
is
you
the
go.
Tide.
The ultimate team fights of team fights.
But this time EG have the Enigma on their side as well.
Is this
So.
the moment where you want to ban off Silencer if you're EG before C9 picks a Silencer?
I mean, where would they like? Who would play it though? Is the main thing.
Solo mid. I don't know. I think they need something more versatile than Silencer almost though.
You just get the Rubik as a core. That's versatile, right? Steal all the spells.
And just rush an Aghanim Scepter for the short
Yeah,
cooldown.
why not? Like, it's actually quite legit with Axe, you know.
Yeah.
You can do so much as a core Rubik in certain lineups, especially this lineup.
And I guess at this point, we're probably looking at Fada's hero. What is he gonna play this time around? We saw his Puck earlier today. We
Rubik.
saw the
just
Invoker.
We just said Rubik.
I'm feeling the Invoker honestly. Like to me, I think they want more damage in the Chrono. Although it is a little greedy. EG are thinking something a little bit more stable in the laning stage, and they've been out the Viper.
Mid Furion, offlane Void, and probably Silencer for Envy. Envy has some. He just likes that hero, you know.
That's true. It is. It could be the safe lane Silencer and a solo mid Prophet, or even Void solo mid and Prophet off lane.
10 seconds.
It's definitely like at least Silencer fits so nicely against all these big ultimate heroes, but I don't know.
It just sucks when you fuck up a global, you know.
Okay.
Oh no, this is like.
You know, I was gonna mention Ember just as a hero that they can kind of kite around EG with, and it does synergize decently with Chrono, but I didn't really see Cloud9 going for it. It's not like a go-to hero for Fada.
Who is actually going to play? Oh, it's actually Fata's hero. So
And the Pugna.
Yeah.
EG sent a little bit too greedy of a draft,
gosh.
and it's just death boss time.
Yeah, like we mentioned. I think it was. I think we mentioned the other day before. If you have Void and Ember, obviously you're very strong late game, but you're not strong early. And that's gonna be a huge problem for them. Prophet is semi-decent early. You don't actually stop the pushes by yourself, but you can take advantage of the fireman by pushing yourself, but you don't actually defend your tower. And Jakiro and Pugna. So it's gonna be a dual lane again, I think. Jakiro plus Tide.
Tide? Yeah.
These lanes are pretty strong, honestly.
Oh, it's PPD on the Naga, so
Maybe it is I guess it is a support Jakiro.
it's a core Jakiro.
Oh no,
It's a
sorry,
core
core
Jakiro,
Jakiro.
right? Because there's an Enigma.
Yeah, support Enigma and
Enigma
Naga.
and Naga, the two supports. Okay.
Fear is playing the safe lane type. Yeah, I think
Okay,
we've
so
seen
this is the same thing we
we've
saw
seen this before.
yesterday.
We've
Yeah.
seen this before. Tidehunter safe lane, Jakiro Naga off lane,
And then
jungling
Pugna mid.
Enigma. Yeah, Pugna mid. Same. It's the same laning phase, and I think the 4 heroes are the same except for the Enigma. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure.
And
Feels like the same draft.
I'm concerned for C9. Look at their there's no deep push here. There's sleight of fist late game. That's really it. Prophet ultimate is eh. They're gonna be up. They better do well in the laning stage.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having the Rubik instead of the Venge though. Rubik has much better deep push.
That's true.
Ember is one of those heroes which, if you do well on the laning stage, can kind of snowball from there pretty fast and get a ton of kills with your team. But
you don't really deep push well, but you actually just come to the fight with your flame guard and just take out the pushers.
Not to mention, like, EG really don't have great lockdown for an Ember. They have no reliable silences, no instant disables of any kind.
Is Song reliable into the Ice Path?
Song into Black Hole. That's like your... I guess Ice Path is okay, but... That's a very long cooldown
Yeah,
combo.
Bottom line is gonna be hard for them to catch the Void or the Ember.
And that's why you just gotta push, man. Then they have to come to you.
They're just gonna go for something that's not moving in the middle of the lane, shooting your creeps and kill it and gives your whole team go. That's what they're gonna go for.
But I think the one thing C9 do have, which is they don't have direct D push, but they just have straight split push. They'd have Shaman Wards, Prophet Treants. Void push is pretty fast with Mask of Madness, so that's gonna, to me, that's their best bet if they don't win the laning stage convincingly, is just be prepared for EG to Deathball and just already be ready to split push.
I mean, it depends on how well the laning phase go for them, you know. I think if they have a semi-decent or like a 50-50 laning phase, the first push that comes from EG, they can just come with the Chrono, Shaman ulti and Prophet ulti. And if they defend the first push, I mean, they are set for the whole game.
And seem to be having some chat issues. We've had quite a few technical difficulties. Some helpful advice from Fada. How do I chat? Click the chat bar. Guys, if you are just joining us, this could be our last game. And C9 did not win the first game of this particular set, so
why you have to be so negative, Larry David?
I'm just making sure the viewers are getting accurate facts, you know. It's very important to keep their eyes on the prize.
Why is the scoreboard saying C9 is?
Because they put the score based on EG having won the first game, but they forgot they switched sides.
They're actually trying to use the score. Like, all throughout day 1, day 2, they would never use the score in BO3s, though, so...
And
they're kind of learning.
K-Poptosis is about to get fired for his inability to switch cameras.
Hey, they were showing like the players and stuff.
It's a pause, guys. There's not too much to see here. I'm just kidding, Brian. We all love you. Yeah, so I guess we'll run through the players here while we have the pause real quick.
You can still check on their items though.
No.
Boy, Ember started with a Perman shoe.
Oh, shocking. I've never seen that before. Yeah, there's a few item pickups from C9. They're just a bit faster than EG, but introduce the teams now. We've got Fada going mid as the Ember Spirit, Eternal Envy on the Faceless Void. It will be Bo3 once again on his iconic Nature's Prophet, Pylai Dai the Venge, and AUI 2000 as the... Expect to see a lot of split pushing Shadow Shaman. As for EG, your PPD Naga, support Naga. Zai will be on the Enigma, so it's a 5-position Naga Siren. Universe, the core Jakiro, Arteezy the Pugna, and last but not least, Fear will be handling the Tide.
One thing this game I'm curious is Bo3 with his item build. He's been going a lot of this Null Talisman Blade Mail build, and like Admiral Bulldog, I think it was yesterday, had an AMA and kind of was asked about the build and said some games it seems really good, some games not. He had this game I think it's not good at all.
Yeah,
like, I think he wants to go Maelstrom.
This game might actually, you know, there's a situation it might be good. If you're taking the first team fight and you have the Blade Mail, you just TP down and you're on Macropire, you're on some Ravage or whatever, you deal a lot of damage to the enemy team and they just place a casual ward in base.
Okay. So you think this... Oh shit. Oh shit. So you think the Blade Mail is still good this game?
Yeah, I mean, it could be good if you can actually get it for the first... I mean, it's very important for the first team fight for C9. If they decide to defend the first team fight with the Void, Chrono and everything and their Flame Guard, they have to be able to deal a lot of damage to them. Otherwise, they are not going to kill them. So the Blade Mail would actually greatly give the Prophet a lot of damage based on the position where he returns a lot of spell damage.
Yeah, the other option is just Necro 3, like just straight split push from him.
I don't think you're gonna get the Necro 3 for the first team fight.
Yeah, no, not for those team fights, but...
Yeah, Blade Mail is still understandable. You can still manage to get it for the first fight, but...
This is the Blade Mail build, though. He's already got the Null Talisman ready. Yeah. He'll get the Basilius, then he'll get his second Null Tally and the boots.
Very persistent about this build, right?
Yeah, it's at least getting the early Null Talismans it's an investment, but it's just when you go for the full complement of items that you've poured in like 4K gold into your early to mid game aggression.
Double Null Talisman, Bessie, Power Traits, and Blade Mail gives you like 50 damage, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I mean there is the Venjar as well. We saw it earlier yesterday that he's hitting for like +1. I think it was like +100 or so, something like that. It was a lot of plus damage.
It was a lot of damage, but looking at the lanes at the moment, Aoi has boots to start off with his support, and Paladai doesn't have boots. He's going to be helping Void block off the creeps, but Universe is going to be here alone. It's not going to be a dual lane, it seems. It's going to be a dual lane bottom.
Yeah, hasn't skilled Liquid Fire yet. Would love to just trade blows with here.
Oh, Bo3's in trouble. Gosh.
He's
Yeah, he's...
should be
I think
okay.
should be okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking he might actually go for the body block and then wait for the second Riptide.
That's a level 1 Gush. Not something that I think Bo3 was expecting.
I mean, level 1 Gush is one of the strongest level 1 spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Fear Clarity's only body blocks, maybe you get the kill, but you have to invest like a lot, and like you take damage under tower, you use
First
2
blood, though,
gushes.
first blood is always going to be worth it though.
Yeah. I think they know Bo3 has no HP regen, so even not getting the kill, like he's gonna have a tough time down here just because he has no HP regen.
Oh, he actually didn't start even with one set of tangos. So, yeah.
He didn't even get pulled to Tango. He's bare back and down bottom.
He's gonna run back and complete his Null Talisman, seriously, and TP back out.
I mean, what else can you do at this point? Like, can't steal the bottle. Fada's gonna need that mid. Or
Zoned
can't steal the
out
courier,
by 2
rather.
melee heroes. That's a sad life for an offlane hero. A ranged offlaner getting zoned out by 2 melee heroes.
Yeah, that was really bad for him. I mean, he was supposed to get a lot of experience from this lane though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just unusual to see that much aggression from Nagatide at level 1.
Yeah, I mean, that was the Invis rune too. Like, if it's not for the rune, I think it doesn't really end like
middle
that.
lane. He's gonna use his TP to middle lane.
This could be our first blood.
It's a kill.
Oh, they're searing chains, and now with the flame guard, they're gonna isolate Arteezy. Magic missiles there, and C9 strike first. We mentioned they need a good start. They get it. It's on a key hero too.
I mean, I think Bo3 should have just TP'd down. He would have gotten like some experience and, more importantly, the goal, the AOE from the, just being there.
I think he wants to save his TP cooldown so we can go bottom though, because if he TP's mid, I guess he could walk bottom, but
he's not even going bottom. I think it's worth it though. He gets you get like at least 100 gold from there. You're not farming any creeps at bottom, to be honest.
And now as we see Naga hitting level 2, so there's the ensnare. There's a lot of minus armor from this dual lane.
The
TC in trouble again. Is proper TPing?
He's gonna come now, level 2 only. Doesn't have Sprout, and so they'll get the stun off, but he really needs to run. Unfortunately, Bo3's actually blocking him in for this, so Pylite will fall. Arteezy nearly finished off by the AUI with 2000 Shockwave, but not quite. Fada charging forward, looking for Arteezy. He misses on the chains. Now he's gonna go down. It's a bit of a disaster here for C9. 2 heroes falling, and in the end, they may lose Bo3 too. What a mess.
Oh dear. It was like that's one of those ones where canceling the TP too many times just really costs C9 there. Like if he gets the right TP spot to begin with, they get the stun, they probably kill Arteezy, but he had to cancel at least once, maybe even twice, and that really hurt him.
And now top lane. Eternal Envy time walking in, but he's been slowed down by this Liquid Fire, so he can't attack very quickly and isn't having many chances to get a bash. But with the shackles, one more bash will get the kill, and there's your time lock.
The RNG.
Might have gotten it anyway with the Ether Shock, but that just makes it easy. And now I am interested to see, what are we going to see out of Eternal Envy? If he wants his treads, he has them now. Or is he going to go greedier for Midas? No, just the treads.
I don't think you get treads, because this game, as I mentioned, you need to take... If they want to take the first fight, he needs to have, like, the most damage as possible. Going the Midas is not going to be helpful. They don't have to be that greedy. Their lineup is already naturally strong later. So if they win the first fight, they're set for the game.
And he's
just going to get a Mass of Madness as soon as possible.
Yeah, and it's making life difficult for Universe in the offlane. Jakiro is like, it's not really the kind of hero that you can make huge plays on at this stage of the game. You know, you can harass, you can annoy, but now mid lane, Arteezy. The rotation comes in from Pylite, Fada, and Bo3 all descending. And this kind of reminds us in some ways of the Viper game earlier, where he just constantly gets picked on mid.
Yeah, it's like the weakness of Pugna. It's easy to kill, and he's up against a hero like Ember that has a setup for a teammate. It's very easy for his teammate to just run it. Not to mention the Venge had a haste, so it's all the matter easier for them to get a kill, and the proper TPing in it as well.
It's not the start you want for your Pugna. CS-wise, he's doing okay with 20 CS, but he's struggling to stay alive in this mid lane.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to like when the Enigma gets his mech. He's level 6 already. He's pretty fast on the level progression, and Tide is most likely gonna finish the blink. So the first push is going to be the most important one.
Yeah, the blink and mech you mentioned, I think that's where Cloud9 are going to have to be tested truly. Like, and that's where I think for the next 2 to 3 minutes before the mech's up, before the blink's up, they want to try to get as many kills as possible. Pai's continuing to rotate. He's now down bottom, and I think we'll see Ember Spirit even start moving around the map frequently as well.
2 no tallies are out. The makings of the
yeah.
third is there.
I was about to say he has 2 nows already.
Bo3 just he loves this build, man. I don't know if anyone loves this build more than him. It has had, I mean, the games where it looks bad, it does look pretty bad, but the games where it's good are just ridiculous. Like, we saw him yesterday, he had like 6-7 kills in, you know, 10 minutes, it felt like. Or at least involvement in that.
It looks bad. It's not like they're losing because of the Prophet doing this build. It's just like the Prophet gets shut down or the line doesn't work.
Arteezy's gonna die
Oh
again.
my god, poor Arteezy. The remnants are there, and then they isolate him. Life Drain is available, but he's just stunned for now. Now he starts sucking Fada, though. Takes his HP back. He doesn't remnant over the cliff. He jumps too soon. So now he might go down. Ravage is ready, but they don't want to blow it. And EG finally able to protect Arteezy.
Wow, they actually... I'm not sure about his positioning of his teleport, though. He teleported and he didn't even get one right click off Arteezy.
Yeah.
That was...
Bo3's really struggled with his teleport positions this game. He's had to like cancel, just misposition them a lot.
A boot so he can just go in and right click.
And now let the pushing begin. They're not even going to wait for the blink on Fear. Just go now with the
I mean, you get the
Pugna
timing
Blast.
right. You get a pick off and you just push, and everyone is already there.
Pugna Jakiro. I mean, and then the Enigma on top of it. Like, anytime you die, that's at least 1 tower.
That was such a crucial moment, though. That changed so much about this game.
That kill was for sure. They for sure got the kill if the proper TP at the proper position.
And now they almost have the mech on Zai. Like, he's got the headdress up. Needs to farm the recipe, sure, but hey, Cloud9 aren't ready to split push. They don't have the wards ready on Shadow Shaman. Their Prophet's only level 3 and doesn't even have his Treants leveled up yet. So they take almost over half damage on the tier 2 mid, and they might even lose it. A couple more blasts, it's going to go down.
I think it's gone. They can't defend. They can try to deny it, but yeah, that's about it.
Risky for Fada. He doesn't really want to. I mean, he does, but he doesn't want to risk it.
I mean,
Envy's TP got cancelled. Envy was trying to TP. I don't know if it's trying to fight with Chronosphere and get some kills, but an Ice Path at top cancelled it. Speaking of Envy, what the hell is he building? He's got a Ring of Hell.
Is that a Vanguard or Battle Fury?
He got...
Is that really a Battle Fury build this game?
Feels like a Battle Fury.
I am very worried for Cloud9 right now.
Why?
I'm not a fan at all.
I was thinking maybe he just bought the, like sometimes he does all these small little tricks. He just buys the ring or buys the Sage Mask on the side shop and sells it just for the temporary regen. But... Oh no, what have you done?
I mean, even just as a casual Rain of Hell, that still is a big setback. Like, he has Mask of Madness now.
Why would you get a casual Ring of Hell?
If he had Mask of Madness, he could fight so much better. I guess he figures he's not fighting into the 5-man lineup.
Because if it's a Vanguard, I still understand, you know. If it's seriously it's a Vanguard, I still understand. Oh my god, if it's a Battle Fury, I have no idea what to say.
I'd be more surprised by a Battle Fury than Vanguard. Not that...
like, if you want to go greedy, I feel the Midas is the much better choice than the Battle Fury, but we'll see. We'll see. We don't know what Envy's building yet, so the jury's still out.
What he's gonna build. You literally never know.
I meant maybe just straight refresher? I don't know. Here into the side shop, they look for Arteezy, and he does have Life Drain ready, but decrepifies Eternal Enemy, tries to buy a few extra seconds as he jukes through the trees. That little skeleton man is pretty damn fast. Now the Chronosphere on the backside of the fight, but the Ravage turns this one around, beautifully placed by Fear, and Pylai Dai is in trouble. 2 heroes about to drop. They're gonna lose 3 in the end, and now the push will come. Cloud9 are just crumbling.
Oh no,
This is
here comes the push, and
feeling
they're
bad.
not ready to split push, and they're not ready to fight.
They have a pipe on Fear. He's got a completed pipe except for the recipe. And even in this is not looking good.
Actually, this is really smart by him because the main damage coming out from C9 now is that Flame Guard and the Prophet ulti if they want to fight.
Oh, this is trouble, guys.
This is trouble.
Like, to be fair, even if he goes, I mean, maybe with Mask of Madness they can get a kill or 2, but if the other 4 still push pretty hard.
Look at the time. It's 10 minutes in the game, and look at the towers on C9.
I think that looking back on this game, if it goes this way for EG, it's that fight mid that really put them in trouble.
Yeah, a lot of it's the drop, but if that fight mid doesn't go as bad as it did, like, you're still not you're not in this 6 towers down situation.
Yeah, maybe like 2 to 4, which is still not great. That being said, PPD now hits level 6, but the rest of the team is busy pushing this top lane. And Black Hole is still available. They haven't even been forced to use this one yet. And still waiting to see what the plan is for C9 here. No Chrono. TPing out. Eternal Envy will go top lane, and they look for Zai. AOI hexes him. They'd even drop the wards for this Enigma. He's not even in range of them, but with 3 heroes rotating in, they'll get the kill eventually. Eventually, I think. But he does have mech, and he'll try for the TP out. Swapped back into the wards. They finally bring down the behemoth.
That is one tanky Enigma with strength threats and mech.
That commitment. Seriously, man.
That just highlights Cloud9's problems. Like, how are they going to kill anyone with no physical damage, as seen there? Their magic damage is going to get negated by this pipe. Like, I don't know what they can do this game.
Yeah, I mean the Tide has his pipe before the Prophet reaches his 6th level, his ultimate. Oh dear.
They should just. I don't even know if they need to worry about Roche. Like, I think you just go high ground with all your cooldowns.
And they can just push now. Literally, like now.
Bone7 is going to find the courier, though. That's it's only the urn.
Sprout.
Could have gone for it, but now it's too late, and he gets.
Bone7.
He's dead. He's not getting out of this one. Just melts to the nuke damage of the Decrepify. Goes splat, and it is a casual rain of health in the end for Envy.
They're just gonna push 5 men, but down bottom right now, or middle. What can they do?
I don't know. Ravage is up. Macropyre not really needed for this.
And Enigma is getting another chainmail. I mean, they're gonna mass blade mails, maybe. What is going on? Another blade mail, another chainmail.
Maybe a medallion for Roche, but
that's true.
Yeah, they're just gonna push high ground. They don't care about that medallion already.
It's like just any item now, because we're going to end the game. EG say, and they push through the bottom. Fear in the front lines. He really doesn't need to Ravage early here. He can just zone them out with the threat of it. And now the tower drops. There's not much time left.
They can't even kill him in the chrono.
Oh, they'll try though. It's a perfect chrono. Well, until the song. Didn't get PPD. So not a perfect chrono after all. And the turn comes quickly. Ice Path on 2. Ravage is ready. That hits 4. Almost catching the entire enemy team. Only one hero not trapped in it. And Fada driven off to the left side. Tries to Remnant out. He ends up going down. Pylite Die gets ravaged and by the EG squad, and it's GG. Cloud9 just didn't have it in the end, and once again, EG, they come back all the way from the first round of the lowers bracket in a major tournament, run the table, and walk away with the championship. Their 2nd time in 6 months. Well, no, 3 or 4 months actually.
That was just really smart, like drafting in the sense by PPD again. Putting the pressure on the opponent, thinking, oh my god, they're gonna have that annoying Naga, we need to have Ember Spirit, we need to have a lot of stuff to kill him, then suddenly the Naga.
I'm a little surprised just at how greedy C9's draft went, given that EG did the exact same thing yesterday.
Yeah, it was almost the exact same draft, I think. It might actually even be the exact same 5 heroes.
I don't know if they had the Tide. I think they had something different. I don't know if they had the Tide Enigma, but... Okay.
I remember they had the Tide though. Fear was also on the Tide, but the Enigma I'm not sure.
Well, still, and it's not that C9 played poorly necessarily. EG are just really comfortable on this patch, and it feels like Fear's finally fully stepped into his potential with this team. They took care of business in China. They look strong right now.
It was really well done. I mean, their drafts and everything, especially their drafts and understanding, they were like one step ahead of every team in the event. Even though they went to the losers bracket.
I mean, that was just like, I mean, the Arteezy day 1 curse, I guess. But like, after that series, like, they just looked unstoppable in every single match they played. So,
I mean, Arteezy had his careless moments. Like a couple games where he got Aegis, he just fed it away instantly, and the rest of the team is just so solid. And Arteezy sometimes will deliver those huge plays, and when everyone's so reliable, back you up, like Universe especially, and Fear pretty consistent. He had an off game on the Doom today, but yeah, this team is looking scary as ever. EG showing that they finished top 3 at TI for a reason, and well, maybe with Fear it would have been first. You never know.
You were right about Omen Dotto bringing back the magic.
Good run from EG, guys, and well, with that said, that is going to wrap up the first major LAN tournament since TI4. EG take it, but it's only the beginning of a long and exciting season. We've got, at least just on BTS alone, we have iLeague coming up. Game Show League is actually this next week, I believe. And then iLeague the week or two after that.
Are they playing the iLeague as well?
I don't think so.
Who's in iLeague? No, iLeague is Virtus Pro and Power Rangers.
That
of
had
all
qualifiers.
teams.
WEC had
Yeah,
invites.
That was the qualifiers where Team Tinker lost
So
to
we'll
Power
be seeing
Rangers.
the Russian teams and the Ukrainian teams instead.
Yeah.
At iLeague, yes.
Alright.
And then after that, you've got Star Ladder next month. ESL is coming up. Dream League's in November. There's some other tournaments that haven't been announced, and we play towards December. Our tournament, the Summit 2, is we'll have more details soon. But yeah, those LAN finals December. Like there's like I think 10 to 12 major LANs over the next 4 months. So lots to look forward to, guys. But thank you for joining us for the kickoff of the tournament season. The post-TI4 era is officially underway. 6.82, probably not too far off. And well, with that being said, guys, we are going to wrap up the broadcast for now. Once again, thanks to everybody who joined us today, both the viewers as well as all the analysts who shared their insight. Big shout out to Brax, Misery, and Koikfa especially, who stayed the longest out of anyone outside of Winter, who is on an easy time zone to do this for. So, Winter, huge thanks to you for casting with us throughout the tournament. And well, with that being said, any closing words, my friend, before we let you go?
I just think EG played really, really well on their drafts, especially.